I think we're going to see a lot more guys in this recruiting class from the Sunshine State, and I think another one is very close to jumping on board with Dallas Turner announcing that he is going to be making his decision next Wednesday, July the 1st. And as of right now, and as of about a month ago, I put in my prediction on Dallas Turner to Alabama, and I still feel very good about that heading into that decision next week.
Well, let's talk about Dallas Turner. If you can just kind of, provide some context on him. I know we've had some nuggets on him before, but give us a little backstory on Dallas Turner, who's recruiting him. What would that mean if he does join this particular class?
Yeah, Dallas Turner, for those that don't know, is a defensive end, outside linebacker, basically a pass rusher. He's an edge rusher, a guy that recorded 15 sacks during his junior season. He was the defensive MVP of Broward County down in South Florida. Played at American Heritage High School the last few seasons, but this year transferred over to St. Thomas Aquinas down in Fort Lauderdale, powerhouse program. Many people know about St. Thomas Aquinas. So, he's definitely a guy that, that's going to be an impact player at the college level. And, if Alabama, is to get him on board, you pair him up with a guy like William Anderson, who they signed in last year's recruiting class, who recorded 40 sacks between his junior and senior season. You get another guy like him on board that can, rush the passer, get in the backfield, make big plays. Alabama is recruiting at an extremely high level, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And this is going to be a big time impact commitment if they're able to get him on board next week, which I believe they will. I mean, he put out a top 5, but I don't really see him going anywhere else. I know that Michigan's in it, Georgia's in it. Georgia was kind of considered the biggest threat to Alabama. Everyone kind of has said it's an Alabama-Georgia battle for the last few months. And, some people really thought that he was, a strong lean to Georgia for a while. And then I guess probably over the last month or so, we've really started to hear a lot about Alabama and the way that, Alabama's recruited him, very, very impactful, especially with him being able to make it to junior day earlier in the year. I think that was huge for him to get back to campus. I think that was big for him. Just getting back to Tuscaloosa and spending time with the coaching staff. Charles Huff, Sal Sinceri, those guys have done a great job recruiting him throughout this whole process, and I think they're going to have another big home run next week. Kendrick Blackshire. Kendrick Blackshire's situation is this. I think he's going to commit at any moment. He could commit this evening, like we saw Christian Leary commit after the show last week. He could commit in 2 months from now. I think Alabama's in great shape with him. I think they're going to get him. I think it's, Alabama, LSU, Oklahoma, Texas A&M. Those are some schools that are still kind of in the race, and he may take some visits this fall. I think he'll commit within the month. That's just my prediction. Of course, we've said that several times, but I think Alabama's in great shape with him, and I think Alabama gets his commitment when he's ready to decide.